Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining to the third session of Learn Excel. So let me recap a little bit about what we learned on last Thursday. The video recording is also already shared in the Learn Excel Telegram channel. Yes. So last week we learned about how to make drop-down lists and how to sort and format cells in Excel, and we learned Control T as the short key. So today we are going to learn three tips. One is how to highlight duplicate values, and we are going to learn about the if function, and we are going to learn about rounding values, and one short key for today. Right. Before I proceed with, can Miss Vibhushini confirm whether I am clearly audible to all of you and also visible in the same time?
Yes, yes. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Vibhushini. So I have already shared the workbook in the Telegram channel, and let me open the same and share my screen with all of you. Right. So if you open up the workbook, in the first tab, you can see, so we are going to learn how to highlight duplicate values. So let me emphasize the importance of highlighting duplicate values. So let's say now, since we are in HR, I will take an example from the HR department. So let's say we have employees and we have issued EPF numbers to all of them, right? So we take all this information when we are processing salaries likewise. And this EPF number is a unique value, unique code to each and every person. So this cannot be duplicated. So when we are, let's say, processing the payroll or something similar, so we can use this identification of duplicate values to see whether there are duplicated records before we process. So how you do that is, now let's say select the column that you want to see whether there are duplicating values. So you can click on uh, the most top uh, tab of the column. So then it will select the entire column. So you can select the column, and then in the tabs you have to go to the data tab, right? You have to select the entire column, go to the data tab, and here you can see manage duplicates under data section. Click on manage duplicates. You can see highlight duplicates, right? And then when you go to highlight, you can actually, maybe give some options. You can select a color to highlight the duplicate value. So let's click maybe red. So the duplicate values will be highlighted in red, and then you can click confirm to mark. So here you can see there are few records that have been duplicated. So if you can remember the first short key that I taught you, Control Shift L. So you can press Control Shift L to get filters into your data table, and then from here maybe you can sort, color sort. You can go to a color sort, and you can sort these all the duplicated values together, right? So then you can see whether is it the same person or whether it's different people, so that you can see where the actual problem is. So this is how to identify duplicated values. Uh, any questions? Anything you would like to clarify about this part? Is, was it clear? So you all can actually use it uh, to any database. Maybe sometimes you may be finalizing databases, so you might want to ensure that especially like this is very important when we are processing the salaries. So, but I'm pretty sure you all may be using similar databases where you would want to know whether you have duplicating records. Can I move to the next uh, segment, the if function? Are you all good with this?
Yes.
All right. So let me move on to the if function. Right. So now let's say this is just an example of a student database with some marks they have obtained for some of the subjects, right? And now you want to give them a grading, right? Let's say now if not, let's say the pass mark is whoever who has obtained 70 or more than 70. So they for them we will give them a grade as pass. For the others it will be fail, right? So are you going to just see all the values, type pass? Okay, this one is fail, this one is pass. Is it what we are going to do? Or we can give a simple formula, right? That is the if function. You can click on the cell that you want to generate the result. Click on equal, type if capital, and then you can double click so that it opens up the formula. Then you have to input the logical test, right? So what is the logical test? It is this cell, right? Click on this cell and is greater than, right? This is the greater than symbol, greater than 70. So that is the logical test. So if E4, E4 cell which contains the marks is greater than 70, then here you have to read very carefully, right? It says now, first you enter the formula equal if, and then it opens up a bracket and you have to input the logical test. The test is E4 is greater than 70. Then you have to put a comma, right? Same as here, put the comma, value if true. So if this is greater than 70, what is the value you want to derive at? It is, so we will tell it's pass, right? So when you are inputting words, you have to put in between inverted commas, right? So select inverted comma, pass, close the inverted comma, and then again comma. Then you have to enter value if false. So let's say what is the result you want to generate if this E4 cell is less than 70. It is definitely fail, right? So in open inverted commas, fail, and then you can close it. Okay, so here uh, one thing I did not select is whether this is greater than or equal to 70. So since I did not select greater than or equal, even though this is 70, it shows fail. I will show how to put equal mark as well. Then you can remember, right? Go to the corner, bottom corner, double click, so it will apply to all the cells. So here, this one is fail, this one is fail because we input the result as greater than 70, not equal or greater than 70. This one is pass. So here we have the result. Even I will teach you in the coming sessions how to generate multiple results, right? So this is only two results. So let's say if someone has obtained more than 35 but less than 50, the grade we put S. And then if someone has taken marks between 50 to 65, we give a C. And then 65 to 75 B, more than 75 A. So likewise, I will teach that one. It's a little advanced than this, but for now, y'all can learn this simple if function. And let me teach how to put the greater than and equal also. So click on the cell equal if, and then the logical test would be this cell is greater than or equal. So we put the equal sign only. Earlier we derived at the formula only with this. Now we put equal 70 and then comma, value is true. It's definitely a pass, comma, inverted comma, value is false, fail, right? Close it. Then it's pass. So I think it's only record which will change is this one. So only change is we have put an equal. In the previous, we haven't put an equal. All right. So is this clear to all of you? Anyone who would want me to explain further? Um, Anyone who learned this for today who didn't know about this? Or did you all already knew? Okay, what about Miss Nirmi? Did you know about this function or have you used it before? Or was it clear? Miss Nirmi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, right. What about Miss Malshini? Miss Malshini? Is it clear to you? Is it is it clear to you or you want me to demonstrate again? Sorry? Okay. Miss Ashini?
Is it okay, sir, for you?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Miss Malshini. What is it? Yeah, I can hear you. What is it regarding Miss Malshini? Miss Malshini? Right. Okay. Miss Ashini, was it clear? Do you want me to
Yes.
demonstrate?
Came
Okay.
across, but I
Okay. Have you used this before?
no.
Right. Okay. All right. So then I will move on to the next, and you all can always refer to the recording of this session if there's something that you don't understand about, or please feel free to clarify from then and there. Right. So we'll move on to the next tip, that is rounding off. Right. So when we are rounding off, okay, why would we need to round off? So let's say now I have taken this again. It's a student marks database, and there are certain marks with decimal places. So yeah, maybe it may not be the case. So I think, but I have just taken this as an example. So you want to derive uh, at the rounded figure, right? So what you're going to give is the formula is equal round. Okay, click on the number that you want to round off, and then how many digits that you want to go rounding off. So in this case, I will select 0 digits because I only want to see without decimal places. So okay, so it says 71. So here this has rounded off to the nearest tenth, right? So you click on that. So then these figures have been rounded off without the decimals. Let's say you want to round up, right? Same formula, you're going to give round up. Select the number. I will give the same number of digits as 0 because I don't want to see decimal places. Then it's 72. So this one, 71.23, has been rounded up to 72, right? So then there's a little change in these records. And if you want to round down, right? You want to round down, click on that. I'll keep 0 as the number of digits. Then it has become 71. It has been rounded down. So in this case, when we just select round, it will round off, let's say, if this is 71.5, right? 71.5. Then it will normally round off to 72, right? So anyhow, it will actually round up if we just keep round. So this is another simple Excel function that you can use. Let's say you want to see only round off to one decimal place, then the same thing here, you can select round, click on the number of digits, you can give 1. Earlier I used 0. So then it will round off to one decimal place. So here it's the same. because it only has one decimal place, but let's say we give another two, three decimal places, so then it will round off only to one decimal place. So here you can see these records. It has two decimal places, but it has been rounded to one decimal place. So likewise, you can round off numbers. So, okay. So these are the three tips that I wanted to share with all of you today. And I was thinking about doing VLOOKUP on the next session on this Thursday. And also, can I know any requests from all of you, whether anything that you would specifically want to learn about Excel on this Thursday, apart from VLOOKUP? Anything, any requests?
I have a small question.
Yes, Miss Ashini.
Does the features differ from version to version?
It's like this. Sometimes the features does not differ. It's all the same, but
Okay.
it will differ. Like the place where you would find it may differ. So let's
Okay.
say you got it right. So let's
Yeah.
say now I ask you to go to the data tab and use the manage duplicates. Find it from here. But
Yeah.
if you have a different version, you may find it in a little bit of a different place. You will have to do a little bit of sweeping through the tab to find it.
Thank you. I just wanted to know because I thought from if you don't upgrade it, that means you don't get the same features
No,
throughout.
it's the same. It's the same features in the Excel.
Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. And okay, so any requests before we proceed? Okay, fine. Then we'll learn about the short key for the day. So that is Control 5. So let's say now I'm a more of an Excel person. So I even maintain my to-dos in Excel. So there are some people who maintain their to-dos in Word or even who use some applications for that. So if you are a person who has a to-do in Excel, you can use this short key. You can select when you complete a task. You can select on those cells. Control 5, you can strike through. So Control 5 is the short key to strike through. Okay, so you can try that out. Uh, that's a short key to strike through. Control 5. All right. So with that, we have come to the end of today's session. So thank you very much, all of you, for taking part in this session. And I will share the recorded video of this. And if you all have any clarifications, any doubts on any of the areas, or even if you all have any requests for the upcoming sessions on Excel, you all are most welcome to make your requests. Hoping to see all of you again back on this Thursday with our next short session on Excel. Thank you very much. Have a great
Thank
day,
you,
all of
sir.
you.
You
You're
too, sir.
welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Ayesh.
You're welcome. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Mr. Ayesh.
You're welcome.